But we're starting to hear some warnings about the economy many of us were hoping to put behind us. The Fox 5 I-Team's Dana Fowle joins us with an expert this morning on the economy outlook on 2016. Dana.
Recession. We hate that word.
Yes.
We've started to hear it again, and that's pretty scary. But is a bad economic outlook for this year really afoot? Joining us this morning is Mark Lloyd of the Lloyd Group, who always seems to get to the heart of it for us. I know you're not feeling well. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, my
this morning.
pleasure.
First, we've just climbed out of what was considered the worst economic time since the Great Depression. Why are we hearing about this again?
The way that the stars are lining up, there happens to be some rumblings all over the world, and we're more into a global economy now and more into a global market situation. I want you to imagine a four-legged table. One leg is China. So China is going through some turbulent times right now. There are empty buildings, empty real estate, empty new construction sitting out there unoccupied, kind of like what we had in '08. The other leg is Japan. And Japan right now, for the first time, is getting into negative interest rates. They've lowered interest rates to the point now where if you're a Japanese investor, you have to pay the bank to hold your money.
Yeah, I don't know what a negative interest rate means. What does that mean?
It means that the banks are charging investors to deposit money. Isn't that crazy? And that's happening over in Europe. And that's the third leg of the table. And the last leg of the table is the good old US of A. So we're the strongest of the four, but it's kind of rickety. That's where we're at right now.
So, recession, are we headed there? What's the...
You know, I'm always an optimist. You know that I'm bullish. And long term, when it comes to investing in the market, it is a long-term strategy. But again, there's a couple other warning signs, such as the earnings reports for the last 2015 for the fourth quarter. 80% of the companies are reporting negative earnings reports. The Empire Manufacturing Index is saying that we're in contraction versus into positive territory. So all of that's kind of scary. Then you sit there and you take a look at Carrier laying off 1,400 employees up in Indianapolis and moving the jobs to Mexico. So all of that, all happening at the same time.
That doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good, does it? But let me tell you the positive side. The positive side is if you are a long-term investor, you want to stay diligent, and you want to invest you want to buy and take advantage of these dips that we're having in the market. The Russell 2500, which is an index that kind of talks about all of the market, all of the U.S. market, big companies, small companies, it is down about 20% from its 52-week high. That's a buying opportunity for someone who is a long-term investor.
But what if you're paycheck to paycheck, like many of us are, many of our viewers are? You're going to lose your job.
Here's the situation. We have to keep a close watch on it. That's what we don't know, because this is what it kind of looked like in '08. I'm not saying that a recession's around the corner, it's going to happen tomorrow, but the signs are there that it could easily shift that way. But instead of being our head in the sand and not paying attention to it, we need to be thinking about two things. Number one, keep savings, build your savings up to at least 3 to 6 months worth of money on hand in case you do have a job change.
And get those credit cards paid off. The things that helped the people survive it last time who survived it.
Exactly. And the second thing, if you haven't looked at your portfolio, your 401k, your retirement plan, go seek professional help and have a stress test performed. On my radio program each and every week, people come in, and here's the biggest thing I find, is that they don't want risk, or they want very little risk or moderate risk, but when they take a look at their portfolio, they have way more risk than they thought they had. So now's the time to get all that under control, so just in case it happens, you're not caught like 2008.
All right. Thanks again, Mark Lloyd, as always, for his insight. On the bottom of your screen, I think we're going to pop up his website, Georgia's Financial Planner. I'm also going to get this interview online as soon as I can. It'll be on my Facebook page, Dana Fowle, Fox 5. Ron.
Dana, Mark, thank you very much.